offers on properties North Fork and Keplar. Do we have any submittals?
We did. We received one offer on the North Fork property from the adjoining church and one on Kepler from Bureau First Baptist. So we do have both entities, I believe, in attendance this evening. I'm sorry, it's Bureau Missionary Baptist. I've got that name wrong. I did that twice now, but they'll forgive me. We've discussed with them informally. They've had questions of us and the maintenance department as they've looked at the property. They've had a chance to look at that, and I know that the North Fork Baptist Church has utilized that property there and has a future need of that. So we did receive those two entities as submitting offers on those properties.
Two really, really, really good proposals were submitted to this board. And what I would like to do at this time is put it before the board to approve these proposals in order to go into negotiations, to hammer out the final details, and to develop a timeline for reporting back to the board and hopefully getting some paperwork ready for signatures to move forward. So my motion would be to approve the entities that have applied and allow a representative from this board working alongside our director, Mr. Hickson, to go into negotiations with the two entities to discuss details of the money for one and uses for the other to clarify, then bring that information back to the board, and final decisions would be made at that time. That's my motion.
I'm Eddie Male. I represent North Fork Baptist Church. I'm a deacon out there and a trustee. We have some other folks here if you have questions I can't answer, but our main goal here is to secure our care center and our food pantry. We're running that right now out of our parsonage, which that works fine. But if we have to get a pastor, if we make a pastor change and they need a home, then that ends. So we lose that. If we can acquire this old school building and that property, then that secures our pantry, our care center, and we can continue to help the less fortunate. That's what it's all about. That's through our church, and I don't know where I should say this or not, but through our church, we believe serving our fellow man is how we serve the Lord. We really enjoy serving and helping others, and that's what our goal is. And as far as the money, that's what we felt like we could afford. You know, we're just a small church.
But you're big in the community.
Well, we try to be.
Yeah.
We have spent a lot of money over time. We've funded that building, you know, to put siding on it, to put gravels on the parking lot. We furnished water to that building for years. So, but we've used it, you know, we've used that building during Bible school, and we have our games and stuff out there on that property. So it's been beneficial to us too. But that's our plan if we can acquire that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to the school board for having us, and my name is Jonathan Carver, represent Bureau Missionary Baptist Church, and what an honor to start with that it is for our church to have made it to First Baptist status. Count of Mr. Hickson, so I'm sure everybody's excited to know that when we get back. Our church has been interested in the Keplar School for about 25 years. Our church has been a stationary church since 2000, and I know that math don't add up, but we were a branch off from Keplar Church all those years ago, and through the years, as talks have been made about Keplar School going for sale, what to do with it, back and forth through the school board and the school system, there's always been an interest in our church to have it, to see a Keplar Community Center come together. Some of the short-term goals we've lined out in the proposal that we had made was community food pantries, clothing exchange, using the school itself for student tutoring programs, excuse me, that had been laid out that way. Youth worship small group, a place we would love to see the gym do some renovations and stuff in that, and maybe expand the upward basketball program that is in the Churchill side of the community. We don't have anything that way in this side of the county, so possibly outreach into that. And through all those things, we would love to see the community come together and allow expansion of the property to open up. Some of our more long-term goals of daycare in that area, Christian-based daycare through there, maybe another daycare pre-K that comes into that area and facility, and the long-term goal to see a private Christian-based school in our community that would open up for folks that may be interested in it. Farmers market area, we do a community garden through our church. There's plenty of area in that to expand and to help in that area with that as well. And then we have a KOZ group. I told Wes, I said, he said, you go up there. I said, if I do, I'm gonna make a plug. So our KOZ group is a Kids Outdoor Zone group that is based, excuse me, on fatherless boys. Whether they're fatherless because their dad's in the military, whether they're fatherless because their dad is just not part of their life, if he's incarcerated. The reason that they're fatherless is not important to us. The fact is that fatherless boys are far more likely to commit suicide than boys in the father's home. Fatherless boys are 85% more likely to not finish high school than boys that are in the father's home. We have statistic after statistic of the importance of a male mentor in the fathered home, and our church about a year ago started this program based off of one that was in the state of Texas. And that plug is this. We would like to work with the school board somehow in that to reach into the schools to the fatherless young men, that they could come. It's totally free. It's half a Saturday a month from 8 to 12:30. It meets what would be at the community center at that time if the purchase goes through. Currently it meets at our church. We do everything from teach them to change oil in a car, to teach them to fish, to hunt, we just teach them to be men. We teach them how to treat women and open doors. We teach them how to respect one another. We teach them how authority is important in their life, because they're always going to face it. And that plug is that we would love to work hand in hand with the school board and the schools of our county to see that program branch out, whether that be just at Bureau KOZ or even to see the program reach out into the county, because there's a great need in our county for that. So, but that's some of the short-term, long-term goals of what we'd like to do. If y'all have any questions, we're more than willing to answer and be available. So, but thank you for your time.
Thank you.